Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome back! Because we're back, baby, and it's been a while to the greatest goddamn D&D stream on this world and the next here. Welcome, the Goblins under the stairs. Oh, yeah. You got Carlos Garcia, a.k.a. the nastiest dookie in all the land, Captain Rampu McNasty. And of course, I ain't here alone, because I'm riding with the Stormbreakers. You got Manter Zermeister. You got Crick. You got the man in red, Langston Embershroud, Mystery Man. And of course, to lead us along on this epic adventure, the greatest goddamn D&D DM in all the land. Here, it's Nate Gonzalez. Take it away here.
Oh yes, thank you very much, Mr. McNasty, and welcome back everyone to tonight's Sunday night edition of Goblins on the Stairs. Took a week off and happy to be back at it, but of course, you know, not the highest intelligence scores in this group, so let's give a quick little recap of what happened and get us back up to speed here. Last time we were together, our adventurers traveling through wild space on their way to Doom Space to meet with Warwick Blastmoff, the GIF partner of Commodore Crux, old Naval Academy kind of friend. You guys had your lunar dragon egg hatch and befriended him, meeting him for the first time, naming him Aho, and each one of you guys seemed to be placed with a vision in your mind as the hatching took place of a bright light, seeming some sort of omen of sorts. But nonetheless, you guys continued your travels on to Doom Space, where you made your way to Arun, eager to join the coalition against the Xaryxian Empire. You guys were led by Commodore Crux, and with the goal of finding an old comrade, Warwick Blastmoff, who is tasked with organizing a sort of coalition to advance against the fight against the Astral Elves and the Xaryxian Empire. You guys made your way to the moon and could not seem to find him right away. Found a couple clues and hints that might lead you guys to finding him, and after a quick trek along the forest path there, you guys found an opening where these strange starfish-like creatures called Artuks were performing a ritual with Warwick tied up. You guys dispatched them, got them to killed them all and got them to stop their ritual, freed Warwick, but at the end there, after you guys freed Warwick, you guys heard this stomping and the ground trembling in the distance, and you guys could look up and see. Do you guys want me to reread? Yeah, I'll go ahead and just reread what I said at the end of the last game. There's a deep rumble that reverberates through the ground beneath you guys, causing loose rocks to roll across the jungle floor. Towering in the distance, you guys can see a gargantuan creature looming, a part of the rugged landscape, yet so obviously alive. Massive and unstoppable, it moves with ponderous, earth-shaking steps. Let me actually play that again. Every stride bringing its monstrous bulk closer. Its scales are a mix of jagged gray and glistening obsidian, reflecting flashes of light like armor forged from the very stones of Arun. You see muscles ripple beneath its thick hide, and rows of armored plates line its back, rigid and powerful. And as you guys, of course, kind of hold your stance here, the earth shakes beneath your feet, you look up to see the two cavernous eyes like molten amber sweep across the horizon in the distance, narrowing as they focus in on your guys' direction. It's small, lined with teeth like the sizes of great swords. It opens in a low, resonant growl, and that sound reverberates through the jungle and seems to shudder in your bones. And as it advances, each step uproots trees and crushes rocks to powder beneath its massive feet, leaving a path of devastation in its wake. There is no mistaking it, as it is clearly a Tarrasque, the embodiment of doom made flesh. As the footsteps get louder and closer, you see a talking form in the distance approaching. Crux shouts from above, "Move it! Get back to the ship!" And you guys all start booking it, with Crux hightailing it on out of there, with Warwick in tow. So you guys begin to run on out from this scene here. Anything before you guys start running as you see this massive, let's go ahead and send this image to the game log, creature looming in the distance.
Ow.
Crick like turns
Well-
to fight it for a second, and then his armor, because it's made of the nanobikes, actually leaves him and starts running away. And he goes and he catches up with his armor.
I'd say it's probably like 200, 300 feet away from you guys currently, but of course, its massive size, it makes strides and gains on you guys rather quickly if you stand around.
I'm gonna go ahead and pull up my wings, and I'm gonna fly away, but I'm gonna scoop up Crick on the way out.
Crackling lightning wing extend off of Rampu's back as he scoops up Crick. You guys begin to fly off into the distance, kind of hovering above Warwick and Crux as they scramble out to Langston and Manto.
I say, follow! Let's get out of here!
Langston looks up at Rampu and is like, "That's brilliant! Oh my God, Jake can! Oh fuck me, Jake's gone!" And then just absolutely takes off, just full booking it after realizing, "Oh shit."
Manto.
Actually, wait, full dash. Ooh, I get 60 feet.
Yeah, I was like all the way in the back, but you know, with my my walking speed and just being able to dash and cutting action, I just blaze by everyone like, come on, guys!
Sprinting as fast as you can, you guys book it through, making it into the thick of the forest, trying to evade this Tarrasque as quickly as you possibly can. As you guys push your way through the forest, you remember it was quite an area to have to traverse, thick brush and terrain, had to cross over a watered river area at one point, and you guys look behind as the Tarrasque roaring and snapping trees underneath its massive feet coming up quickly behind you guys. What we're going to do is you guys are not like in an initiative or anything, but we're going to each go through here doing what we're doing to narrowly try to escape out of this scenario as there's unstable ground and I mentioned trees and rocks falling and then the earth shakes about underneath your feet. You can feel fissures start to rip open as well. So we're gonna do a thing where you guys get a certain amount of successes before you get a certain amount of failures. You make it back safely. If not, then we'll see what happens.
Love it.
Okay.
High stakes, love it.
So
I like it.
as you guys are booking it, running, Tarrasque still in the distance, but catching up rather quickly. Like I said, we're not really an initiative, but what is everyone kind of doing in this sense? You guys can, try to get a lay of the land, looking for any sort of other tracks or perceive certain things or look for traps or whatever. And you guys can, of course, try to progress as far as you can with your speed and running.
Well, I would
be
be
above. I got Crick and I looking out above for any obstacles to yell down to the team so we can keep moving as fast as possible. That includes traps and all that shit.
Okay.
So anything I see, I'd report, but note, I'm keeping us above the creature. So it can't
It's kind of, maybe 200 feet away from you guys currently, but yeah, you're running or flying away. You'd be flying at least 80 feet in the air right now to be above it stands, maybe 60 feet or whatever, but yeah. As you guys take up
now
to
I
the
can
air.
look down too.
Totally.
So yeah.
I will. Can I do, since we're on the ground, can I do a third level enhance ability on what is it? Second level, so I get to add a second creature. Can I do it on Crux and Manto? And am I allowed to divvy this up since I can have a second target? I can give advantage on 2 separate checks, or does it have to be the same check for both of them?
Go ahead and send the spell to the game log, and let's just double check on that. I think it works. I think it's a certain ability that you. There we go.
I'll let your ruling decide. I don't know.
Yeah. So you choose an ability for each target, and then they get the advantage on those ability checks for that time period for the hour.
Sweet. Then, just because I don't know what the heck we're gonna have to be dealing with here, I'm gonna give Dex to Crux, and I'll give Strength to Manto.
Okay. Well,
So you'll have advantage on that.
Awesome. You run over to Manto and give him a little touch. How exactly do you do that?
Oh, you better believe I'm going full windmill, hand to ass on that one. Just being like, I don't know if we're gonna have to deal with rocks coming in, but just right up in there.
Love it.
And that gives me a little boost to maintain, like, staying in front of everyone who's running on the ground. And as we're kind of like bolting it, just like with my blind sight, I'm like surveying the land, you know, in a rather like expedited manner to see like if there's anything that I catch, like any booby traps or anything like that I can catch while we're kind of yucking it.
Okay, as you begin to do that, go ahead. You make a perception check, and Rampu, you go ahead and make a survival check. Ooh,
27.
27, nice.
Damn. 15.
Alright, Rampu takes to the air. You guys flying high above so you can see above the canopy, the tree line, and see a path for your fellow adventurers to traverse. And, you know, there's not much of like a clear opening, but you see a path that leads them along the way. And up in the distance, you see a log that they could cross the rushing rapids of the river up ahead easily. So make of that what you will. But yeah, you're able to point them in the direction of where everyone needs to go to get you guys out of this area as quickly as possible.
Very quickly, you say, that way! Get above the water here!
Right, you point them in the direction as Manto is sprinting and looking around. He sees part of the earth rip on open just as you guys are about to run into this area. You guys take a couple quick steps back as it kind of creates this fissure, sinkhole right in front of you guys, and narrowly escaping that, you guys navigate around that. And we're going to, yeah, exactly. And we're going to take you guys over to this river area now.
Okay.
That is, we'll say, 2 successes so far. We get Crick and Rampu up in the air, flying up here. Let's go, put you guys 60 feet. You hear the rushing of the rapids down below you.
So cool, I can hear it.
Yeah, and in front of you, as you can see, the log that Rampu mentioned that you guys could cross as this powerful river just roars underneath of it. So go ahead and who wants to take the lead? Crux actually looks around. He begins to put a foot on it. He's like, Manto, how would you give it a try first?
No, because I know I'll get across, no problem. You go first. I will stay back.
He looks around.
I'll go first.
Looks over at Langston. Langston, you stay. Manto's got a good point. I'm gonna go try to make a quick run for it. And as he see him put his feet up a little bit more nimbly than you'd think he would do it previously, possibly because of your enhanced ability that you placed on him. And he stands on it and looks left and right and quickly starts shimmying across the wooden plank with an 11. That's with the advantage. Let's see what happens.
With the 11, Crick's in the. Are we close enough? How far are we from them?
Rampu mentioned he was trying to keep above the head of the Tarrasque, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so you guys would be like 60 feet in the air.
Alright, then I can't do anything if we're that far up in the air.
Okay. Crux begins to run across it, and he looks like he's doing great until he looks back with a little bit of arrogance from this, and he kicks a knot on the log right there, and immediately you see him begin to lose his step. Does anyone have any sort of reaction or something before you see him? He looks like he's about to collapse into the rushing river down below.
I mean, Silvery Barbs makes him have to take the lower roll, right?
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah. Can I have a free use of Misty Step. Can I burn that as a 2nd level spell slot to give it to him? There's no way it works like that, but I want to.
So
I'm gonna say with it being like the free thing, probably not.
Okay.
Good choice. Good chance. What's up?
We're only 60 feet above them?
Yes.
Okay, alright, so then I can burn a 2nd level spell slot and out of me comes this giant beetle that just flies down and just eats Crux whole and rips him apart, and he just rematerializes on the other side of the branch.
Crux flailing back. You see him, he's about to splash into the rushing rapids down below. Immediately, Crick creates this anamorphic kind of beetle that it comes down and teleports him, ripping him apart into shreds. As he reappears on the other side of the deck, he goes and starts looking like he's trying to save himself from drowning in the river as he's on land here. He looks around. Oh, thanks, Crick! He looks up to the air and gives you a big thumbs up. And he yells back, Warwick, it's a bit more slick than I anticipated. Be careful! So Warwick looks around and says, oh, shit. I guess I'll go. And he begins to step up on the log, unless anyone has any interjections.
If you don't want to, I will.
He looks up,
Hurry up!
No.
God damn it!
Major should go first. Yeah, guys, boom, boom, you hear the stomping behind you. As Warwick stands on up to that, and he's going to make his check to see if he can do it.
Okay.
He puts his feet on, kind of positions his boots, digging his heels into the log, and you see him kind of shimmy his way across. He goes not as quick as you'd maybe hope for him to go, but he makes his way across fully and without any sort of issue. He looks back across. It's a little slick, but I think the little guys can get it.
Get it. Can you get us a little closer, Rampu?
Got it.
So like,
And I zip
bring us
down.
within like 30 feet of the log.
Go ahead, Langston. I already know I'll make it.
So, question, am I able to... Hold on, let me measure real quick from here. Boop. Boop, boop, boop. Oh, cool. So, from where I am, if I just Misty Step, I just get clean across. Can I just Misty Step across with my free use of it? So I don't risk falling, because I don't trust myself.
Oh, you're muted, Nate. You're muted, Nate.
Nate, you're muted.
Shit. Yeah, as I was saying, you go to step up to it, and you see this damp, uneven surface of the log, the powerful rushing rapid river roaring underneath it, splashing water up on it. You'd imagine you just kind of shake your head. No, I'm not going to even try.
Nope, I just go, fuck this, and just I'll use my free Misty Step and just... Whoop, and just like right across on the other side.
All right, Misty step on over, and make your way on over there easily, of course, with a little bit of magic. And Manto, as you're standing over there, last one over, what do you do?
Yeah, I would proceed to step on the log and then just kind of go on all six and crawl like any other like insect would and just kind of scurry across. Do you need me to make the check?
I was hoping that's what you would do.
It's an acrobatics check.
Acrobatics.
72.
So it'd be 18.
Okay, yep. Nimbly bimbly, you crawl your way across without any inkling of any issues at all. And you see the knot that Crux slipped on and kind of shake your head as you make your way past it. And easily enough, yes, you make your way fully across that log now. We'll count that as another group success right there. So you guys are 3 successes. Now that you guys have made your way across the river, Rampu and Crick still flying up ahead. Rampu has sight up ahead of the path that you guys need to travel on. But as you look behind you, you see roaring in the distance the great hulking size of the Jurassic making its way into this thick forest now. We're going to keep on going on as you guys make your way over this log. Anyone have any sort of checks or things that you want to do to help get you guys through here?
Greg, did you do what you needed to do? Because I'm gonna look
Yep.
up again.
We're good.
I'm gonna go back up to 60 feet and take another look down,
Mm-hmm.
and note that about when the wings run out, I'm gonna start maneuvering us down to the ground so I don't come crashing down out of the blue.
Okay, good call. Yeah, I'd say you probably have 2 minutes left on that. Actually, no, it's 10 minutes total, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I'd say, you're probably halfway through it right now then.
Awesome. So in that case, I'm gonna try to dash and keep us moving as fast as possible so I can get as far as possible.
Okay. Okay, as you're
That's-
dashing and you're looking
As he's-
down. Yep.
As he's moving fast, I just kind of be like, "Stay with the group a little bit," as I'm like staring at Langston.
Hi, buddy.
Yeah, we do say that you guys get about here. Actually, we'll say a little bit further than that. As you're looking down, go ahead and make a survival check with disadvantage since you're going as like quickly as you can now. Rampant. Whoops, sorry.
Hi.
Langston in that
I'm
group.
flying too.
Can I give myself guidance?
Yeah, sure.
Sure, I do that. Okay, I do that, and
Don't
oh,
need
nice. Well, don't need it.
Nice. As you guys are flying above and keeping an eye on the path up ahead, you see, as you guys have noticed, the ground seems to be shifting and moving. You see tectonic plates kind of shifting about. But as you're looking down, you start to see something that doesn't look exactly like the Earth moving. It seems like another form of a body, like almost like a land shark moving underneath the surface. As you see the back of it kind of cresting above the dirt line ever so slightly, and it's making its way towards the party. Your
Is it-
friends.
Literally
Like-
just look on, and I say, guys, turn away, turn away! Land shark heading your way! Let it collapse with the other monster! Get the fuck out of the way!
It's maybe no bigger than 12 feet. What you see this. Were you gonna?
Basically, they move that way, and then
Yeah.
the two
Absolutely.
features.
I thought Johnny was maybe gonna ask me something about its size or something.
No, I was going to ask where it was coming from or
Okay, yeah.
coordination with them.
So Rampu yells this down. You guys look over into the distance to see what he's looking at, and whoever wants to see if you can see exactly what he's calling out, feel free to make a perception check.
Yeah, I'll do
Take
that.
my word for it!
There's a lot going on. You see the earth shaking and moving around, so it's hard to make out exactly what he's pointing out necessarily.
I'll go for it. Cool. You got it.
There we go. All right. As Manto's looking out, same thing. You see like bits of the earth grinding up and moving its plates about. You start to see in the distance, underneath the ground, this hulking form, like almost metal, like hide plates, shooting up from underneath the ground, and you guys wouldn't be able to see it fully emerged out of the ground quite like this yet, but this is about where it is in the distance that you see this hulking monstrosity, this beast.
Oh fuck! Y'all get to the sides.
Okay.
Warwick looks around. He begins to pull out his musket. Looks back at the Tarask. I think that's probably a good idea. As this Tarask is kind of stomping its way towards you guys. All right. Do you guys all want to make a stealth check to see if you can avoid it from being seeing you? Then is that what you're trying to do right now?
Yeah.
All right. Make a group stealth check, the four of you guys. Then Crux gets advantage because of the.
21 for Luke.
Okay. Ooh, Crux with the nat 20. He
Mm.
dives into a bush and he pops up and you see bits of grass and stuff stuck into his ears.
20.
Ooh, a 6 on Warwick.
As they're all deviating north and the guy's going straight, can I cast magic missiles like right in front of the shark, kind of disorient him?
Yeah, absolutely. So you see it hulking its way and everyone kind of run up that way. Instead, what I'm going to do is give everyone advantage on this dex check right now, or this stealth check. So he's going to make this. He's got a 19 and 16. Cool. As the magic missiles shoot off into the earth, this bullet, this massive like land shark-like beast, rips its head around, a little bit shaken and scared in this moment, but then turns back, rushing and hurling down his body down this pathway. As he looks up, no one is in sight, but he keeps on barreling his way through here and running and running and running. Eventually stops up by this water, and you see him looking around. What do you guys do in this moment?
Run the opposite direction, maybe? Do we just keep moving?
Keep moving. I
That's
keep
fair.
moving.
And that is four successful checks now. As you guys keep on moving on, Rampu and Crick flying overhead, the ground crew running down as quickly as you can. I need one more success from you guys to try to navigate this.
All right. 13 and
Is there an and?
Manto.
Oh, man, gotcha. I thought you were saying and for something else, for yourself. Yeah, so as you look down, you don't see much more of a path for them to be taking, but you look up ahead and you see the Spelljammer ship maybe 500 feet away in the distance. Like I said, not much of a path for them to be on, for you to lead them on the ground, but you know the general direction where you need to go.
All right. Well, I'm gonna take Crick over there and try to let them know I can't really see, but if I see any monsters, I'll yell. We got limited time.
Yeah. The
Would I
canopy's
be
getting
able
thick.
to? Would I be able to recall? I guess like the general path that we took from the Spelljammer ship this way, and then kind of, I guess, retrace where we were, like the group towards that path.
Yeah. Make a survival check.
Nat 20.
Hey.
Without problem, Manto,
20.
with a perfect recall, gets on the ground and sees the big footprints where you guys saw Warwick's footprints earlier, and notice that you're about in that same place. Of course, taking common sense into factor, you go in the opposite direction of where that was, and you guys start booking it down the path to make your way to the airship as quickly as you can. Let's go ahead and do this. You still hear the stomping of the Tarrasque in the distance, making its way closer and closer to you guys. It's maybe 150 feet within 100 feet of you guys now. But you push yourself through the forest a bit further with Manto taking the lead. Rampu and Crick flying in the air, giving you guys a general direction of where the Spelljammer ship is. You follow that, and you see a clearing finally where it opens up, and the Spelljammer ship hovering above the ground, with a rope ladder tossed down to it, extending maybe 50 feet or so. Cut to the Spelljammer ship, and we see Flinch on there, with smoking a cigar and swapping the decks. Wake me up before you go, let me hanging on like a yo-yo. And then cut back to you guys screaming and running as the Tarrasque is chasing you guys in the distance. You make your way over to the airship as the ladder is dangling down, like I mentioned, 50 feet. I assume you guys all run on up as you break your way out of the clearing. You see the ship hovering there and that ladder just swaying in the wind.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah.
Fly right on up.
The ground trembles beneath your feet. In the distance, you hear the final roar of the Tarrasque, impossibly close now. Let me go ahead and actually show how close he is. There we go. As it's stomping its way closer and closer to you guys. One by one, you guys have to climb up the ladder. It takes you guys a little bit of time to get up there. Scrambling as fast as you guys possibly can. And the Tarrasque, it looms on the edge of this clearing as it gets closer and closer to you guys. Its monstrous jaws just snapping at the air down below. As finally the last one of you guys throws your body over the ship, and the ship lurches upward, lifting you guys to safety just in time. And Warwick, exhausted but relieved, offers a sharp salute to the party as he stands up and looks and says, "Well, I didn't think I'd ever live to see the inside of a ship again," he says with a little bit of a grateful nod. And he kind of looks around and he grabs Commodore Crux by the shoulder and grins from ear to ear. "Well, now that that was worthy of sorry, I lost my breath there. Sorry, huffing and puffing. That was a worthy exit of a legend. I think drinks all around, drinks on me." As the ship begins to lift on up and take you guys into doom space.
I put Crick down. I was like, "God damn, Crick, you're heavy as shit." How much garlic are you smuggling, man?
I'm really not that heavy. Maybe you should do some more push-ups. I just kind of like walk away.
Damn. Crick is cold.
Now, Crux, don't get too comfortable on this ship. We still have to do our shooting practice. You know, I want to dedicate time every day. So take your little 5-minute siesta, and then you got some sharpshooting to do, buddy.
Although, didn't we get Crick's friend for the sole purpose of finding other ships?
Warwick kind of looks around. It's like, well, now that we're out of immediate danger, I guess, kind of looks at Crux with a little bit of a disappointed face. And there is something that we need to discuss. I guess it concerns that so-called coalition that I was supposed to form. You see his tone really shifts with a bit of a heavy frustration now. Well, my efforts to unite the Doomspace's factions, I failed miserably. See, they just see the Xaryxian Empire as someone else's problem. A threat that's too distant for them to care about. Instead, they fight amongst themselves, bickering and scrapping for resources and feeding petty rivalries. I mean, shit, you saw how prickly those Artuks were. I came over there peaceful, and I guess my peaceful overtures just only seem to provoke them. I guess, I don't know, all these people, there's one thing that they want, and that's just power. They all crave power, either ships, or spell-jamming helms, or weapons, things I simply cannot provide. And I mean, war is just the current currency out here. And I'll tell you what, if there's one person who's minting in that, it's the Mercanes. Those blue giants are raking in wealth hand over fist, trading war machines for raw resources. But, you see, he gets a little bit of a sparkle of hope in his eyes. But all is not lost. There's a Mercane named Vokath, who might help us tip the scales, so to say. He's powerful enough to call in some debts owed to him by Doomspace's factions, and his influence, it could be the key to, well, us help forming an alliance to take on those bastard Astro Elves. The trouble is that Vokath isn't the one to lend his help lightly.
Well, how did we get his help?
I mean, some faction leaders, they try to win his favor with, standard affair, business deals or service. Others, kind of looks at you for, eyeing you guys up. They send their champions to fight in his arena. It's a brutal, bloody spectacle that Vokath, he loves to orchestrate. And those that survive, they tend to leave with alliances or resources that they seek. His arena, it's earned him a reputation as a kingmaker of sorts. And after what I just saw, I think we may just have a chance to get what we want there.
I'm flattered that you would see me as our number one fighter here, Crux.
Yes, you, totally. I would roll my eyes.
Not only that, I bet you they've got some pretty decent loot on them too.
Now that's what I like to hear.
Well,
We
the
do need,
way the battle arenas, sorry to interrupt, the way the battle arenas are, it's not you just go in there and you fight some other mercenaries or soldiers like yourselves. Vokath, he's collected of a strange arrangement of monsters and beasts he's collected from Firene that he throws out there in the pit and sees what they do with it.
Any previous... Does he repeat monsters, or does he kind of start with new stuff? Like something, it's fresh each time.
There is one, I guess a prize piece of his that they use in the champion bouts. His name is Gorma. Queen Gorma, I think they call her.
Okay. Do we only got the name?
I mean, how do I describe this? Do you have megapedes where you're from?
Fuck. fuck. No, but my brain can make something of what that might be like.
Is it like a
Millipede?
larger centipede?
Kind of gives you a finger gun. It's exactly like that.
But like way bigger and like way more legs.
So we just
Like
have to cut the legs off.
That could be one way, but that'd take you. It's a lot of legs on a beast like that.
Well, millipedes on our planet eat plants and shit. Do we have to worry about the ones here?
You have to worry about the ones here.
Fuck.
What do they eat? They eat plants?
I don't think plants would be their first choice. I think whatever they can get their grimy mandibles on.
Well, if it's as big and scary as you say it is, and as hungry, I think, my friends, we should set an old-fashioned trap. Let it eat something, and then blow it to sky hell. Hey,
That would be entertaining.
that's right.
I gotta say,
Anybody got a
this
better idea?
this arena of his, it's infamous. As I mentioned, he collects all sorts of creatures from across the cosmos. It's if we go in there and we do this thing, and he looks at you guys, and I say we because I'd be happy to join you guys for especially saving me back on Arun back there. I'm sure Vokath would give us supplies, weapons, and this coalition that we're trying to put together.
I think we should head there and see what he has to dish out. But to Rampu's point, if we know what the championship fight's going to be, maybe before we enter the ring, we kind of tilt those scales in our favor.
Finally, someone has sense here. That's the guy that reeks of garlic. Come on, you guys.
Do megapedes like garlic?
I
I
don't
wonder
think
if you
they
could whip up some-
dislike it.
Craig, can't you make anything taste like anything? Is this so? If you know anything
What?
they particularly like.
Why don't we head our way there? And I would suggest that before we enter this ring, maybe we find a way to meet this megapede, and maybe give him just a little pre-fight meal.
I like it. That is literally my idea, and I love it.
I
Thank you. I do have good ideas.
The thing is that not sure it's something like that's gonna work with the way Vokath has a kind of the way he stores these beasts. They're not just in cages or anything like that. He has them in a kind of pocket dimension.
Well, I have an idea. What if we loaded up a griff with me, right? And we pack some kind of device on him, and then we have the creature eat him, and kaboom! He is a construct. He'll be right back, and I'm sure he wouldn't mind sacrificing himself for the cause.
If you got a creature that will sacrifice itself, then all for it. But I'd say we go in there, guns blazing, the old-fashioned way.
I agree. If
We can just play it by ear when we get close, maybe.
He says, "Well, yeah, it should be about a 3-day travel. It's another the way where his station is, kind of just circles around, orbits around one of the other 9 moons of N. So not too far from here, about 3 million miles or so.
Okay.
Let's do it then.
ride.
Just a short trip. A short trip.
I'm sorry,
Well,
300 million miles.
After that ride,
Okay.
I could use a little rest, you guys. So why don't we take a rest, and then Crick, maybe we could have a feast tonight before we engage in our next adventure. What say ye?
kind of looks around, looking at for someone named Yi. I don't know. What does he say? But I mean, in about 3 days, I could probably whip up something nice.
All right, I like it. This could literally be our last feast, so make it good.
Huh,
And the
you're
rest of
going
you-
on a diet after this trip?
Well, you could say we're putting the die in diet, maybe, but we'll see. The rest of us must train, and we must be ready for the next battle. We must not only destroy that creature, we have to make sure we get to it. So, everybody make sure not to get lazy and sloppy. Stay sharp.
Warwick chimes in. You bring up a good point. We do have to make our way to that battle first and foremost. The way that the battle arena works, it's like I said, it's a brutal blood sport, but it's battle after battle after battle. There's no resting in between the battles. There's no time to recuperate. There's no time for anything. So we need to go in there, and we need to make sure we're prepared to fucking battle and survive this thing after each round, after each monster comes in, and we leave it dead.
Is there any shops on this planet beforehand?
Unfortunately not. It's not much of a planet, as it is more just Vokath's base.
Now, you know what other creatures are in this competition, per se?
I can't say for certain. I know that he switches it up every now and then between what comes in the earlier rounds, but the champion round, I mean, if people are powerful and strong enough to make it to the final round, from what I hear, the earlier bouts are pretty damn powerful and dangerous as well. It's always Queen Gorma from what I hear at the end, but the first couple rounds he switches it up to other sort of beasts and monstrosities.
Alright. Well, you guys, sounds like we all have our marching orders. Let's kick some ass here.
I want you guys to be clear about this as well. Vokath, the Mercane that runs this show here, is not just a clever merchant. He's a legend in his own right. Like I mentioned, when Firene fell, he rescued countless Aarakocra, Hodozis, Thrycreen, all sorts of creatures. And he sold them ships and helms for next to nothing. And so he really got everyone on his side with that. Now fight for his favor like a hungry pack of wolves now. So he's got a lot of pull.
So kind of a people's champion, if you will. Like quite literally a people's champion who has done good and has built a reputation and has the talent to back it.
All of that, but he's not the warmest of heart. I'd say that still.
So not a big talker, more of an action man. Okay. I think we can work with that.
I think that makes sense, but is there anywhere we could get supplies before we go here?
Ooh, sorry, buddy. We're in Doom space. Not much out here. Kind of looks around at the dark gas atmosphere around here. Not really much around here for us to be able to get to, unless we were trying to go to further off moon, which could take us 14 to 20 days maybe.
You don't have
That
kind
might
of
be a
time.
bit much.
Well, let's I guess try to be as rested up as possible and in full health when we start these battles. I have faith in us, Stormbreakers. I have faith in us.
One more question. Do you have any idea how many rounds there typically are before the championship fight?
I think standard, don't hold me to this, I think it's 3 rounds they go until 2 and then Gorma for the big final 3.
Okay, so 3 to 4 total.
Something
Maybe.
like that.
Possibly.
That's right. And note, we'll definitely be bringing my dragon into battle with us, so
Yeah,
One more
Jake.
verse. Hope Jake, I think he'll make a wonderful partner.
You know, I think the more hands we can have, the better. And he looks over at Crux. He's like, you know, Warwick, I think I'm gonna have to sit this one out. Kind of looks down at his gun. I haven't been as sharp of a shooter as I was back in my heyday, and kind of looks back at Flinch and the rest of the crew. And someone needs to stay back and make sure that everyone else is okay. Warwick kind of gives him a bit of a nod, and God, make me feel great about my monologuing here. And Warwick kind of just gives him, Warwick gives him a nod back to it, and he's like, "Understand, Crux. You take the time that you need." And Warwick looks over at Manto. So what's this here I hear about gun training?
Yeah. Hold on. I'll answer that in just a second. Crux, I'm not about to just sit here and accept that shitty attitude, whatever that was.
That's what I'm saying. Thank you.
Now look, granted, we started off pretty poorly. Not gonna lie. Well, we can also blame that on the alcohol, okay? But once you're dialed in and you're focused, also sober, you're one of the better sharpshooters I've seen. And then everyone except for Crux would hear in their heads, "Oh, I've only seen about 2 shooters in this galaxy so far."
Count it. Count it.
Top 2.
But I mean, if you want to sit back on the ship, by all means, that's fine. But don't give me that lame excuse saying that it's because you haven't been, 100% lately. All right? And rant. Yeah.
Looks
I
at
have
you.
been shooting lately.
Looks at you as he pulls up his belt and his pants a little bit as he adjusts himself. No, Manto, you're right. I gotta stop being so down on myself. Truth is, a little scared of what comes in that battle arena. All right, I got a whole
That's
crew
fine.
here that I need to look after, and if I die, I don't know what's gonna happen to them. And kind of looks over at Flinch. What do you think he's gonna do? And you see Flinch kind of like picking his ear and look at it, smells it, and then go back to Cross.
Captain to captain. I'll make sure to watch your crew if anything were to happen to you. But I do think that if you hang out with Manto over here and keep working on that gun training, you'll make a fine stormbreaker that day. It'll be our honor.
Well,
And likewise with myself, you're the one that's been training me to be a shooter. I've just simply been training you to have the confidence that you deserve.
well, that is very much appreciated. I've never had anyone that really believed in me as much as I think you do. You do believe in me, right?
Come on now.
Yeah,
I'm pretty blunt.
it's true. It's true. All right. You know what? Gotta just take a couple deep breaths, look in the mirror, and say, I'm a big, strong, powerful gift. No one can fuck with me.
There you go.
One more time.
I'm a big, strong, powerful gift. No one can fuck with me.
Louder for the people in the back.
I'm a big, strong, powerful gift, and no one can fuck with me.
Yeah.
Oh, you see him sweating a little bit. All right. I'm gonna see if anyone where that leftover stew is down there. I'm starving.
There you go. So I'm sorry, Warwick. Apologies. You were saying?
Warwick laughs. I haven't seen him that fired up since, wow. Well, I see he's lent you one of his old guns. Let's see what you can do with that thing.
And I noticed Crux went away, so I'm like, all right, perfect. And so I was like, sidearm.
Pop, pop, pop. And you begin your training. Warwick kind of laughs. You have been learning from Crux, haven't you? As you take your shots. We'll move on, though, from this. As you guys have your 3 days worth of travel, I know, Mantu, you're going to be training each of these 3 days. Is there anything else anyone needs to do or would like to do in that time period? Of course, you do have your new dragon friend that was just hatched. There's the rest of the crew members on board, Zadali and Garganale and Topula, if you need to speak with them. But, yeah, anyone need to do anything?
So am I able to? How long does it take to craft a standard potion of healing?
Do you have alchemist tools or whatever they are that you need for a healing potion?
Shit.
I think you
I
can
don't
make
think
tools, right? With your don't you have an ability to
yeah.
make tools.
Yeah. I can make tools in an hour, so I can make alchemist tools. I'm not proficient in them, but I can make them. I think I'm proficient in them.
Let's see, crafting equipment here. I forget what the rules are. I think it's like it takes like
I see it takes a
2 days or
day.
something. Okay, a day, yeah.
I saw 1 day, 25 gold pieces for a healing potion.
Yep, that's correct.
Okay, so
Oh, it's
I
herbalism
am
kit,
going.
not alchemy, but yeah, or whatever I said.
I'll make it. Yeah, I can make whatever kit I want. So, you guys, I'm just throughout the days I go in there, and you guys just see smoke coming through the floorboards of the ship. It's like green, it's purple, it's orange, and then I come out and I just kind of hand Langston, Crick, and Manto each a single healing potion.
Oh.
Just a regular potion of healing, and just on the final day, and it's like, let's you guys will probably need these more than me.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And the smoke smelled like garlic. Should I be concerned?
You should be happy.
Seeing you, buddy, I always am. You do good work, and I appreciate you.
And like in between in the evenings, I mean, I would kind of ask the dragon, how are you feeling? Do you think there's anything you could do to help us in our next challenge?
Kind of looks at you with its pale eyes glowing in doom space out here, and telepathically you get a sense, a tingling sensation, and you hear its draconic voice speaking to you. I don't think I could be of much use to you in any sort of battles, per se. I'm still quite young and weak in comparison to many other powerful, dangerous beings. However, I can potentially, and you see it kind of close its eyes for a second, and gently opens them back up. I could potentially see if I can sense anything that may help you in the near future.
If you could maybe give us a understanding of what we're up against, that would be... It would be pretty cool.
It closes its eyes as you see it begins to smile slightly, and it begins to radiate this dull kind of white glow around its body, and it sits there for a few moments, twitching every now and then, seeming like it's viewing something in its mind's eye, and after a minute or two, it gently opens its eyes back up, and she speaks telepathically in your mind once again. I see you and your friends surrounded by a great group, a fleet of other creatures. I see monkey people, bird people, bug people, all working together. Kind of closes its eyes once again. I cannot see much further than that, though.
No intuition on what we're about to face, but I like the positivity. I give it like a pat on the head.
As you pat it on its head, kind of nuzzles up against your hand, and you get this sensation of all is well, all is on the right path.
Aho, you are the spice of my life.
Ah.
Amazing. Aho kind of nuzzles up against you as a little pup wormling. It sleeps a lot, and gently gets some sleep as you guys continue your travels on. Manto, you got your 3 days of gun training. Was there anything else that you want to do on top of that?
Nope.
Cool. Langston.
I have 2 things, if that is all right.
Sure.
The one of them, because we'll be going for 3 days, we get a few long rests, right?
Correct, yeah.
So I'm gonna do that for myself real quick. So one of the days, I would like to utilize a 4th level of divination, if I may, to kind of speak with Coraline. And let me read the language of it. I don't want to use anything crazy
Manto, I will
beyond
remind you
this.
also, I think your Ion Stone doesn't have anything in it other than shield right now, if you wanted to have someone throw something in this travels too.
No, we put another.
Did you not use
Oh
that?
wait, hold on. I thought we put another
Did we use it last combat?
warding flare. No, not warding flare.
Well, so think of it as, what do you want in it total? Because we're traveling 3 days and we're not using any spells.
We have. Well, I have 2 charges left because the shield, or no, shield 2.
The shield is 1,
charge.
Scorching Ray is 2. I think you
Okay.
still have the shield in there.
Or
Yeah.
or like you could empty them both and put a fireball in it. Like
Yeah.
like
It's whatever
What-
you want to do.
what's the perfect 3 levels of spells you want?
Exactly.
We have a whole day to do it. So like
3
I
days
can give
if
you
you
a
want, yeah.
teleport. Yeah, it's like I can give you a teleport. I can give you, really that's it. Or you can take other stuff from Langston.
Shit,
I
Ramfu could
can
even
give
give you
you-
Hunter's Mark if you wanted.
Yeah.
I think I like the concept of keeping shield, and
Okay.
even though fireball sounds sick, but
I'm gonna play
taking another like a 2 level spell.
Okay. I can also, if you want some fuckery, I could store a silvery barbs in there.
You do like 2 shields and a silvery barbs,
Ooh.
or
I can't give a shield. I do not have access to that.
oh, there's a standard shield in there. Okay, yeah.
It came with the
maybe-
shield.
Hmm.
Or, if you want a little touch of Langston, I'm sorry for that phrasing, but if you want some Langston there, you can
I'm
do some
not.
healing word.
If I'm gonna have
Oh,
shield, then I think I should have some sort of like attack.
Okay.
Like
I was gonna say,
Parlay
having
that we-
an extra heal spell couldn't hurt.
Yeah,
Also.
a healing word spell as a bonus action, a shield, and a silvery barb. Like, that's actually 3 really solid first level
is
spells.
healing word a 1st level?
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah, it's
I
a
just
first
think
level
it has
bonus
it higher
action.
levels for more
But
healing.
then maybe I
And
swap
note, I
that
have
out
cure
for
wounds
shield.
myself
That's good to know
as well.
for you guys.
No, then I'll
Oh, you
keep
have healing
shield
word.
then.
Okay. Do you just
And
want to
I'll
stick
do
with?
the whatever I had last time? Scorching
Okay.
Ray.
Oh, you'll just see me like spin my hand like I'm spinning a fiery ball on my finger, and then just like flick it towards your stone, and it just goes in.
Flick the stone.
You have a one to mix it up. You know who to call.
One
Nice.
Scorching Ray.
You know
Cool.
who to call. Celebrations.
Busters.
All right,
Cool.
so
Excellent.
Langston, you're casting divination.
If I may, yes. I had that description pulled up, but I had to go sift through my spells. So let me open that back.
All good.
Alrighty. So I can ask with a god or god's servants, one question about a specific goal, event, or activity to occur within 7 days. Well, that narrows down the one thing I was going to ask. Okay.
Dude, you
The thing I was going to ask was not related to the monster thing, but now it might be. So may I use divination one of the days and kind of call on Corlon to be like, sort of if he could show like battles past and like a weakness of this monster of Queen Gorma. Be like, I am your Knight of Stardust. I'm seeking guidance. And I'll like have the lance like placed in front of me and just kind of be like, any words you could offer for guidance on this path we're on would be so appreciated.
Okay. So within 7 days. As you reach out to Coralon, this divination spell, the words kind of linger on into the air, just waiting for a response back. And you get kind of this strange feeling that comes over you, as if you feel your body begin to slow down slightly in place where it stands right now. And as this happens, you can almost feel as though your body is... I'm trying to keep this as cryptic as possible. Let's see. You get with your body slowing down, you feel your mind slow down as well with that. And you hear the voice of Coralon or your deity speak back to you. Although superior in many, many ways, a predator, no doubt, they exude certain weaknesses, slow in step and in mind. And then you feel kind of untethering of this connection with your deity.
All right, I will attempt to break that down during our travels. Confidence. Okay, cool. I don't know if he can like see me. I'm like looking around. I'm like, thank you. Your soldier appreciates this. I'm like looking behind, like looking under his arms. It's like, all right.
Incredible.
Sweet. Appreciate that. And then if it is cool, the other thing I would like to do is can I talk to Zidali, the princess?
Absolutely. Yeah. You find her
yeah,
resting downstairs in a secluded room, a private room. You go knock on the door, and she's, you may enter. Come on in.
Hey, how your travels going? I'm like knowing very well this is a shit situation for her, so I'm just like I walk in with like drinks, and I'm like, "Are you thirsty?"
She looks at you and then looks at the drinks. She's like, I thought no one on the ship was any fun. And she reaches over for one of the drinks and kind of pats on the bed next to her. Come sit down here.
Oh, absolutely. So, what are your thoughts on traveling with us so far? I know it's probably been a little fucky, for lack of a better term, dealing with some things we weren't accounting for, but I hope you're doing all right at least.
Fucky is a good way to describe it. I would say at least I feel it's kind of ironic, of course, but I feel more safe with you all than I do with my own kin.
That's fair with the things your brother is kind of trying to do and everything. How much time do you think your father's got? Like, because clarify for me, like the father's still alive, but the brother's doing everything behind the scenes.
Correct.
And is like trying to like usurp.
You got it.
Okay.
She kind of looks at you. She's like, my father is very, very strong, both of will and of mind. I can't say for certain how long he has, but we'll say his light is fading.
Let's see if we can do what we can to hopefully right this wrong before, the light fades. And I will like twinkle the lance a little bit to like be like, there's hope.
There is indeed hope.
I mean, you've got a descendant.
She looks down at the her shooting star ring, kind of twirls it around her fingers a little bit. As long as I have this, and I have you all that can help me take me back to Xaryxis space, I think all shall not be lost for myself and for you all in your planet.
And that's the plan, to get you there with that ring. So with that allows you to perform the ritual in the help. I'm so sorry, I wrote it down and I lost it. The temple.
Yeah, there you got it. Yeah. If there is a ritual I can perform at the astral font, and that will help us be able to defeat the pestilence that has taken over your guys' planet.
And this ritual doesn't require a sacrifice of any sort, does it? Not like narrow my eyes a little bit.
No, just it'll require me to perform it though.
Okay. We can do it. Is it of royal blood of Xaryxis, or is it just an astral elf?
It's a royal blood.
Ah. Okay, I just wanted to check. And is there any danger to you for this?
I really hope not. She begins to laugh, but of course, going against my brother's wishes is dangerous in itself.
That's completely fair.
There are many
So-
zealots and feverish believers of his side and my father, and believe him to be the true heir, although it's myself who's the rightful heir of the throne.
Absolutely. And I just want to, see here. I don't want to just straight up say what my whole purpose is, but just kind of engaging. So let's say in a world, those who are following your brother learn that he is, absolutely the inferior sibling, which he is, but they have a change of heart and want to support you instead. Would there be a need for bloodshed? Would there be a forgiveness of their past? Or is it just kind of death to those who are wrong? I just want to see a policy for what you want to do when you're installed as ruler.
I plan to rule Xaryxis space as rightfully and fairly as I possibly can. My brother, I can't say, has the same beliefs or attitude. My father, he plans on ascending to godhood when he passes. And I have a feeling my brother wants to do the exact same.
Okay. So all in all, do you think there's any reasoning with them? To any extent?
There may be. I just... when so many are so deeply in beliefs and follow behind someone, it's hard to unroot such a thing. It's very easily, at least. We'll have to go in and see how it all plays out. But the fact that I'm still alive and still here, I think that helps us out tremendously, of course.
Fate acts in mysterious ways.
She certainly does. She kind of looks at you. Where exactly do you come from?
Boy, that is a loaded question. Toral? And, Xaryxis space? Kind of?
Kind of looks at you.
It's just like...
I had a feeling that you were of Astral Elf kin, but you're not like us exactly. You're different.
No, but still have the gift of light, and I'll, make light in my hands, and, do what I always do. Do, a finger roll with, a coin, but it's a little ball of light.
You do certainly have the power of light, and the gift of gab.
Don't you forget it.
She kind of looks at you, her pale skin showing a little bit of rosy color. Well, thank you for the drinks here. I have to get back to what I was doing. You see her kind of looking at the desk. There's really nothing going on at it at all as she kind of picks up some papers. She's a little flustered in this moment. I appreciate you stopping by here, and I heard mention of you guys going to Vocat's base nearby.
Oh, yep, we are gonna go in, cause some hell. I'll whisper hell for being religious. And yeah, hopefully we can earn his favor. Got any rumors you've heard? Any pointers before I leave you to your incredibly busy evening?
I do not, but if you don't mind, I would love to join you all going into the arena and kind of checking it all out for myself.
you want to join us in the like? You want to be a participant?
Oh, no, I don't want to battle. Although I can hold my own, thank you very much. I just would like to check out Vokath space and get a feel for the area. I have a feeling that you may be able to, the way my diplomacy and diplomatic matters work, may be able to help you guys out even further than just the battle that you have planned.
I don't see why not. That would be helpful. And can I roll an insight check and give myself guidance to be like, is she trying to look for this for a chance to slip?
Yeah, absolutely.
So I'm gonna roll this. 17 and a D4. Boop.
Thanks.
20. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. No, she seems very forthright and honest with you right now. She seems curious about this place and Mercanes, Vokath being a Mercane, and knowing especially how that they kind of work and had their own diplomatic ways of working with the little people, so to speak. She's curious about how the inner workings of this place is, it seems.
Yeah, then by all means, Princess, we would love to have you. Any help you could give us with. Not the most diplomatic bunch, so any help you got would be most appreciated.
Gives you a nod. Thank you. Please, when we arrive, I'll be ready to join you all, and I'll of course give you guys whatever intel I find out as well from the area and kind of going around the base.
Sure. I will come get you when it's time.
Gives you a nod. Thank you, Langston. It was a pleasure to get to speak with you and know you a little bit more.
Of course. Pleasure was mine. Have a wonderful evening with your very busy work, and I'll just slide out and shut the door.
Just shuffles the papers a bit more. Thank you, appreciate it. And you shuffle out, and you hear her kind of let out a sigh as you slip out the door. Kind of like, like a 10th grade crush kind of sigh kind of feel.
Ooh!
And
I don't know why. He's probably not nearby, but I just imagine Crick being nearby, and I like go to smack on his chest, and you just hear a ding, and it's like, ding! She wants me. I just walk upstairs.
Incredible.
Solid.
Incredible. Rampu, was there anything that you needed to do as well?
Nothing in particular. I'm gonna keep an eye out in the skies to make sure we don't get attacked by anything, and just make sure I'm sharp for battle
Love it.
and well rested.
Indeed, you guys are. As you guys do your 3 days worth of travel from Arun to Vokath. This guy's got such a big ego that the moon is named after himself. That you guys are traversing to.
Jesus.
Yeah, Manta, of course, you get those 3 days of training, if you didn't mark that yet.
Noted.
Cool. And you guys travel onwards. Let me send you guys a picture. And on the 3rd day of travel, you guys see in the distance. There we go. Floating above the luminous, you can click that picture and blow it up as well. Floating above the luminous green clouds of Vokath is a structure made of gray and black stone, with large crystal formations jutting from the underside. Docks radiate outward from a building that is capped by a crystal dome. So you see several ships are moored here, including a galleon and 4 others that are shaped like a wasp, a scorpion, a lamprey, and a bird. Attached to the main building, in the distance, you guys see a tower that has its own private dock near the top. And at the end of this dock is a ship shaped like a damselfly. Its metal hull painted bright blue. Flanking this dock are 2 identical 40-foot tall statues, each one depicting a thin, blue, well-dressed giant.
That's so cool. So, do you guys think Vokath lives there?
I'm gonna go with maybe.
Yeah, maybe's the right answer. I'm thinking.
So
Warwick hears you guys saying this. Yeah, that's Vocast's base right there. Hey, who's flying this thing? Crux, is that your crush, Topla? No matters. Topla, pull it on over there. As you guys see an empty dock jutting off to the side between the Lamprey and the scorpion-shaped Spelljammer ships.
So I guess, do we strut in or do we walk in?
I always like sneaking in.
That's fun too.
Warwick looks. Well, there's really no need for sneak in or anything. We're trying to make an audience with Vokath, right? We're trying to meet with him and speak with him.
I like sneaking in.
I know it might be what you like. I can't say it'll look best for us, but hey, he looks at you. You sneak in if you want. The rest of you guys, and he looks at Craig. You don't seem like you're the most sneaky of the bunch here.
What the hell?
Yeah, you're right. If we're just looking for a straight up audience, let's just go.
I can be
don't
as
be
sneaky
weird.
as I want.
Good for you. I can't. He called me
taking off-
perfectly.
Start taking off my armor, and then I slowly put it back on. Well, maybe we strut in then.
All right. And also, that is the princess with us in the far end, right?
Correct.
Okay, sweet. Yeah, I guess we go in, and I'll just be like, Princess, you see anything, call it out. Again, not the most diplomatic bunch.
She gives you a nod. Well, kind of begins to look out already. I do see that there looks to be a number of guards out here. Mostly looks like some gifts and a couple of Githyankies. If you guys are looking to make audience with Vokath, perhaps you should speak with one of them.
Well, let's get to it.
I guess I gotta rest.
Where is the nearest guard?
Guess it'd be good to begin walking around and trying to find one.
Word. Who wants to come with Langston on a diplomatic adventure?
Crick sees you walk away and he just starts following.
As you guys begin to walk off the docks, you see groups of Aarakocra and Artux and Hadozi and Thrycrane congregating around the docks and around their ships in different parts of it. Of course, you guys making your way off of your ship, off this part of the dock, and you guys are approaching as you guys see this round gladiatorial-like stadium in the center here with the crystal dome on the top of it. You see a couple of Githyanki guards, a couple of them with tattoos adorned on their arms and up their necks, walking around with weaponry and armors adorned on them.
Shit, I mean, no time like the present. Can I just go up to one of the guards that's walking by and be like, excuse me, good man, you with the fantastic yet intimidating tattoos.
Oh, you see one of them kind of turn the corner. You speaking to me?
Yeah, you, buddy, and I'll meet him halfway. I don't want him to walk the whole way. I feel bad.
You see a Githyanki with a curved greatsword attached to his hip. You see tattoos going up his arm and up his neck, and he's got this kind of a stern demeanor to him as he approaches you. State your business. What do you need?
So, we were looking to potentially, earn the favor of Vokath, and was wondering how we could go about registering for the arena, and, if you would know the best way to do that.
Whoa. You're just coming in here and demanding audience of Vokath as if he kind of looks you up and down, as if he has time for just anyone?
No, not just anyone. Those who need his help and have heard of his incredible deeds and exploits, and are looking to potentially see if a middle ground could be gathered. And
Go on.
So
They were called Stormbreakers. not just anyone.
Like you said.
Where'd that come from?
Oh, that is my captain back there. We are known as the Stormbreakers. We are currently, making our way through. We're in Dead Space now, right? Doom Space.
Doom Space.
Right.
Yep.
Dead Space is a game. We're going
It is.
through Doom Space, and have heard of Vokath's incredible reputation, what he has established for himself, the love the people have for him, as well as his own talents, and feel like we would have a common ground in potentially being able to take down people that have kind of overstepped their bounds in Doom Space. And I kind of gesture to myself a little bit, to kind of, without saying it out loud, sort of like me, and then just see if he's picking up what I'm putting down.
Crick uses a magical tinkering to have a glow happen behind Langston when he does that.
The Githyanki kind of looks at you, and you're speaking about this, and you see him kind of trying to ponder what to do about this for a moment. Give me a quick second, as he takes a step back, and you see him kind of put 2 fingers up to the tattoo on his neck, which begins to glow, and you see him begin to mutter to himself silently, and a couple of seconds go by. He turns back around, releasing his fingers from his neck. He looks back at you. Go ahead and make a persuasion check with advantage, Langston.
Can do. Whoop.
Nice.
23.
Nice. Looks at you and releases his fingers. The sigil tattoo stops glowing on his neck. It's like,
Cool.
you're lucky. Called Vokath in a little bit of a better mood today than normal. He said that he's interested in meeting with you and whoever would like to gain his favor, so you speak of. So gather your friends, and if you guys are ready, I can take you over to Vokath.
Let's get to it. I'll gesture everybody in 2-arm wave, not subtly, and then just give 2 thumbs up, we did it. And gesture over, be like, come on.
This entire time, I would just be kind of chameleon carapace, up against the wall, just kind of just walking along it. I don't want to be seen right now.
Well, this area that you're kind of walking up against right now isn't really a wall. It's an open dock area out to space, essentially. It's just kind of a ledge right there. You can certainly still chameleon carapace if you want, but just letting you know what the situation looks like there.
Oh, I see now. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
You're just laying on the grass.
Yeah, maybe I'm just crawling on all 6 legs, just hurrying real close to the ground.
Love it. Rampu, you hear Langston and Crick kind of call you guys on over. Warwick gives you a little tap. Well, you heard him. What's going over there?
Well, let's do it. All right, come on over.
Alright. The Githyanki looks at the crew here. It's like, is this everyone? He kind of counts Langston, Crick,
Wait,
Warwick,
almost.
and Rampu.
Is the
And then
princess
I-
coming?
And I quickly go, check the bag! And then he shows up, flying down from the majestic epicness. Skip the metal entrance, blah, 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 yada, yada, yada.
Hell yeah. Jake appears there, and the Githyanki kind of shudders real quick. Impressive move. Can't say I've seen that before. Maybe you stick around and you teach me later.
I told you we're not just anyone.
Okay, so we got the elf, the little weird guy with the wires, the GIF, and Double Dragon. That's everyone.
Is the other elf coming?
Can I look at the princess and give a subtle hand motion of are you coming, or are you gonna like look for stuff? Be like, yeah, or like, yeah, like shake my hand and see what she does.
She looks over at you as you give her a little bit of like a sign, and she looks back over at you, and then looks over into like the center arena, and kind of just gives you a nod as if telling you to continue on without her.
Alrighty. Then I guess we'll leave her to do her business. Oh goodness. Can I whisper to Rampu real quick? Do you want to leave Jake with the princess in case something happens to him? You would know, or does he like dissipate if a certain distance away from you?
He'll be fine, but he'll be way more useful in the battle at hand.
Okay.
With everything he helps and whatnot. Especially for fighting monsters.
Fair deal. Alrighty, then. A lot of trust in that. I'm just gonna yell, Starbo, watch her, and then we'll just go. I have unwavering faith in Starbo.
Amazing. You just hear like a groan in the distance. As he's just, just waking up.
I hope he has enough
She'll be
rocks.
fine.
Alright. Get the Yankees. Alright, so get the 5 of you then. Alright. Manta, are you staying hidden from him, or are you joining the group?
I'm kind of staying back and
I forgot
hiding.
he's just hidden there.
I didn't want to speak over you. I didn't know what your plans were.
So,
Weird.
do you want this Githyanki to know you're here?
No.
Okay. Alright.
Being a creep.
Alright, you guys continue on then as he's leading you guys over. You guys pass through like the battle arena area where you guys can look down below. You see 60-foot high octagonal kind of chamber with that crystal dome overhead, floor completely blanketed in sand with a few large boulders and rocks and chunks of weaponry strewn about on the ground. You can see some dried up blood stains from previous fights in there as well. But continuing on from there, oh yeah, and up ahead, I also mentioned, I guess, you guys can see there's like a private box, viewing box that sits above the arena, and all around here would be like seats, and people can cheer on and watch.
Oh, cool.
But you guys continue on, and Githyanki kind of just saying to you guys, as I mentioned, you guys got really lucky that Vokath seemed to be in a good mood and wanting to meet you all today. Can't say it's like this with all newcomers, but we'll see what he has to say. As he leads you on further and further, you guys see past through by more Githyanki and Gith security throughout the place, tattoos adorned on their neck. Each one of them dressed in a similar kind of fashion. You get up to this vestibule kind of area where you see these stone ramps kind of working their way up to this area. You notice where these Githyankis are standing, invisible or kind of spectral walls of force protecting the doorways to the east and the west here. As the Githyanki approaches the door with you guys, Warwick whispers over to Crick, "Hey, where'd the bug fella go?"
That's a relatively good question. I always just assume he's somewhere.
Kind of looks, well, he points over to the spectral wall of force. Well, if he doesn't join us now, I don't know if he's going to be able to join us at all in the fight.
Oh. I kind of put my hand up on the spectral wall, kind of like push against it. Now I'm assuming there's like big resistance.
Oh yeah.
And I just loudly say, "Huh. I don't think anyone would be able to make it through this unless they were allowed. Just kind of start like looking around aimlessly.
And then, so I would hear that being just kind of hidden right around the corner, and I'm like, guys, why didn't you wait for me?
Oh, holy crap, we forgot Manto.
God, he's doing this. And I just
I go take a shit for 5 minutes, and you guys are already gone.
That's completely my bad. I'll look
To
at the
be
guard.
fair, bug shit
why do you
take
sound
a
like
long
you're right
time.
next to us?
Gith, as he approaches the other two and gives them like the sign, and it's 5, and the Gith looks back at him and turns around and is like 6, and he turns his head and says, "Hey, I asked you guys to make sure everyone was with you. Vokath has very clear instructions. Who the hell is
Friend had
this?"
explosive diarrhea. It's just, sometimes when you robo trip, these things happen. So just please let him be. His name is Manto. And he's part of the crew.
He's on the level. He into shit. I'm sorry.
He actually didn't. He didn't take enough this time, and we apologize for that.
That's right. So now he just has violent diarrhea. It might happen during the battle, so you might want to clear the first couple of rows away, anyways. Just saying.
Robo trip.
But he's very good. He's very good warrior.
Have you ever heard of the Splash Zone?
He kind of looks
That's
at
right.
you.
Have you ever heard of Earth Gallagher?
It's something they do.
It's something like that.
No, enough, everyone, please. I don't need the visuals. I don't need the details. Enough. God.
They call
You
him
guys say we're disgusting.
Omatic.
Okay, enough. Make sure. Look, you got that all cleaned up and you're good before you meet Vokath.
Well,
Now, where is Violet?
I'll do the best that I can, but it's been pretty gnarly.
Kind of looks at you and shakes his head. I don't know what to think of this, but and he gestures to the two Gith Yankees, one on each side. You see, perform a little somatic gesture over a sigil, and the wall dissipates. And then the Gith Yankee leads you guys on in here, and they both reactivate the wall once again as you guys appear in here. And as you guys make your way on in to the circular chamber, it's got all these ornate, where you see the ornate throne on the opposite side from you guys. Sitting on it is this tall, maybe 15-foot tall, blue-skinned, giant-looking creature. The walls are lined with all sorts of art objects and tapestries and paintings on display. And you hear the creature on the throne kind of shouting as you guys approach, "No, no, 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 no," just going off. And then you guys make your way on in, and he stops and gestures over to the Gith Yankee leading you guys in. Kind of points his fingers and gives you guys a gesture to make your way on over.
All right. Well, time to see what we can do.
Let's do it.
As you guys, yeah, go on.
As they all move forward, can I all these I'm assuming they're like statues around. Are they statues or are they rock formations of people, or is there anything I guess I'm gonna check out all this while they go talk to them.
Sure, yeah, go and make an investigation. As everyone else goes up and approach Vokath, this, like I mentioned, this slender blue giant wearing elegant robes. Let me actually send you guys this picture. It's kind of fun looking.
Ooh.
Go ahead and click
Not
that.
what I was expecting.
He's so
No.
cool. This
I love it.
slender blue giant wearing these elegant
Solid,
robes. He sits on a large throne flanked by 2 bodyguards, a battle-scarred Gith and a Gith Yankee wearing an eye patch. Both of them are clad in plate armor. And as you guys approach, getting closer, he leans over, just kind of swirling around his glass of some strange, luminescent liquid in it. Kind of looks at you guys through his eyeglass. "I can't say you look particularly important. So speak. Don't waste my time."
All right. We'll keep it short and sweet. Vokath, we've heard of your exploits, the influence you hold, and let me ask you this. How do you feel about the astral elves?
What about them?
That's what I'm asking you. Do you think they're a little bit of a nuisance? Think they've overstepped their bounds a little bit in recent years?
You see, his demeanor turns a little bit cold as you begin to speak about this. I have no feeling one way or the other than if I intrude with the Astral Elves, I do not see it ending favorably for me.
So, what if I told you we had a way where if we can prove ourselves to you, you seem like a man who's driven and persuaded by action more than words. What if we prove ourselves to you? We can go and get these astral elves taken care of. You might even be able to profit and grow your vast collection, even establish a bigger reputation for yourself, and we can be rid of the astral elves once and for all. Would you let us take that test to prove ourselves to you? See if we're maybe worth your time a little bit more?
Kind of looks at you, eyeing you up and down. And what exactly for?
What exactly for? I mean, essentially, how do I want to say this?
Well, what do you need from me is what I mean.
We would need your influence and your troops. And then we would do a lot of the heavy lifting, but your presence would be able to aid us greatly. Might be a little bit of fighting involved. You seem like a man driven for glory.
You know, I'm hearing a lot of me, we. You see with a little glint in his eyes. You know what, I'll arrange a private meeting for you all with some of the faction leaders, and perhaps they can help you out and against the Xaryxian Empire. But let's first see if you can survive 3 battles in my arena with no rest in between them. You see,
Never would dream of it.
there will be representatives of the factions in the audience watching. So fight well, and who knows, an excellent performance might win their favor, as well as mine.
Okay. I think we can do that, and I'll look back and be like, you boys up for a little bit of a scuffle?
Are we the Stormbreakers?
I'll look back and like gesture like, I think we're good.
He says, very well, I guess there's no time like the present then, as he begins to stand up. He pushes himself up. Before we go ahead and do that, Crick, this time you've been looking around here, and here you rolled an 18. You see dozens of painted statuettes of famous figures from across the multiverse. You see a dark elf with a large black panther by his side with 2 scimitars, one glowing. You see a couple of like blue quartz busts of Vokath in various poses and expressions, seemingly very well done and very accurate to his great size. You see a couple of model Spelljammer ships, these tapestries as mentioned, and you see strange like space-dwelling fauna too. Along the walls, as you're looking along the walls, you see some ornate weaponry and armor. Definitely some nice-looking rare pieces in here.
Okay, so it's truly just art. There's no like.
Definitely.
Okay, all right, cool.
As he begins to push himself up, says, well, no time like the present, I suppose, and he begins to brush you guys off, and as he kind of gives you guys this bit of a dismissive gesture, you guys feel your bodies begin to feel lighter and lighter as you see the particles of your skin begin to evaporate where you stand.
Oh.
And instantly,
This is neat.
your group finds yourselves smack dab landing in the middle of the arena that you guys saw previously as you were walking on in here. People are starting to surround around the edges now. Groups of Hadosian and Aarakocra and Thrycreen. You see little like kind of penguin-like people with hoods up going around and collecting some gold pieces for bets here and there. It seems like the scene completely changed in here in an instant as you guys make your way on into this arena. Let's go ahead and put some combat fun music on. All right. Stumpa-boom. So, how does this start? Sorry, I'm just trying to find my right token to get this going. Yeah, so as you guys pop your way on into this area, kind of getting your bearings straight, Warwick kind of brushing some of the sand off of him. He looks around and is like, I hope you guys are ready and know what we're getting ourselves into.
What exactly are we getting ourselves into?
This is not our first rodeo.
Oh, a rodeo. As Crick kind of steps out in front of everyone.
In this moment, I would like go and stand behind this boulder and like chameleon carapace and just kind of poke my eyes out periodically just to wait for something.
Okay. As
I'm just wandering in the empty space, just looking like an idiot.
yeah, you guys have like, you know, nothing's happening right now. People are starting to gather in. Yeah, as like, you know, Mantic is like kind of looks around like fuck this and runs to get some cover and hide behind this rock. Everyone else can do like, you know, one round of something if you'd like to take care of something right now. Get yourselves prepared.
It's back to back to back, right?
Oh yeah.
Then let me see. How long does this last? Oh crap! Probably gonna be a little bit longer than a minute, right?
Well, that's 10 rounds.
I will just. Yeah, I'll just hold off for now.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm kind of like looking to see if there's like a grate that's gonna come up and a monster's gonna come out, and I just start wandering towards wherever that is, or prepare to start getting in front of shit.
Yeah. As you guys you begin to go around in here, you see that the pit that you guys are standing in is about 30 feet from like where like you guys are down in a 30-foot pit. You know, up above is onto the right is where you guys see that private box, maybe 50 feet above the ground altogether. And as you're looking around in here, you see a large like mirror underneath of that box there, and you see like a kind of shimmering wall of force appearing underneath that. And you'd imagine, like, as you don't find any sort of grate or anything, potentially that is where you might find some sort of creatures lurking, emerging from.
Where is that? Like right where the chair is?
Like underneath of him here.
Mm-hmm. Alright. Yep, so I just kind of slowly move out in front of everyone, but not too far. Yeah, perfect.
Alright. Alright.
And I'm gonna hit my defense matrix too.
Cool. Rampu, anything for you?
I'm going to. Can I cast guidance on myself before battle?
Guidance just works for the next roll, I believe, and I think it's just a. Let me double check what it is. I think it's just ability checks, right? And saving throws. Yes, it's just ability checks. For 1 minute. Yeah, I mean you certainly can, if you want to. It's just it's on the next one for 1 minute.
Yeah, no, that's cool then. And nothing in particular. I'm going to stay close to Jake. And yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
Can I actually take back my nothingness and just say I cast? I forgot I have this free use. Can I cast Bless on Crick, Rampu? Would I have had time to cast on Manto before he ran behind the rock?
Sure.
Cool. before he runs off, be like, Manto, and like slap him on the butt. Be like, hold on, as you were.
Love it.
Love it.
All right, so that's a concentration for 10 rounds.
Correct.
All right. As you guys all, Langston quickly blesses you guys. Mantu runs off behind the rock. Rampu and Jake prepare for whatever comes, and Crick curiously looking around for where exactly a monster will be coming from. Lowering down from the ceiling, swinging off of like a rope-like vine, you guys see a Hadozi in a top hat, swinging around with a microphone. Ladies and gentlemen, we have ourselves a spectacle tonight. Vokath welcomes everyone to the battle arena of Doom. You hear everyone say Doom in the background. And as he's kind of swinging around with the microphone in hand, we got ourselves a great battle tonight. We got ourselves, and he looks at his paper, the Stormbreakers, all the way from, where are they from? From Toro. Ooh, sorry to hear about that. All right, and for the first round, Vokath, tell him who we have. And Vokath, you see, perched on his chair, looking around, very smug. Well, without further ado, I'd like to introduce everyone to my dearest friends, my favorite twins, Thrasher and Gnasher. Why don't you come out and play? And you hear the crowd cheer, go up in an uproar as the light, the mirror underneath of the where he's standing, or sitting rather, illuminates, and you guys see these two hulking, massive, maybe 15-foot tall creatures emerge from underneath of it. They, like I said, 15 feet tall, and they have this burnt-looking orange skin, somewhat befuddled as the crowd screams and roars for them. They look kind of like, almost like giants, but they have 4 arms. And
oh God!
They begin to they appear more like right here and here. Look very like confused as the crowd screams, and it seems like the cheers and the anticipation kind of like gets them in a weird state of mind. They kind of like bend over a little bit, trying to cover up their ears. But then the one stands up and begins pounding his fists in a rage against the sand. And I need everyone to roll initiative.
My God, first time in 5 initiatives. It's not less than a 5. Let's go.
Oof, they went high though. Look at that.
All right. Okay, so Thrasher and Asher, you see kind of pounding onto the floor. Oh, that's so good! He begins to pummel the ground as he kind of runs over to Crick, almost like a gorilla. Actually, I'm sorry, I was supposed to have disadvantage on the initiative rolls because of the uproar of the crowd. So that's a 5 and a 3.
Nate,
Okay.
question.
Jesus.
What's up?
Not that it matters too much anymore since they're last, but for future reference, since initiative is based off of your dex modifier, and I'm proficient in dex, does my feat for rolling anything under 9 mean that it's automatically like a 10?
I don't think so, but I'll check it again at some point.
Okay.
But I don't think so. So Rampu, as you see them kind of like shaken up from the noise of the crowd surrounding them, what do you do? Just start it off. And then we got Langston.
Okay, so first things first, I'm going to Hunter's Mark, the one that was looking at Crick. That's the orange one, right?
Yes.
This one? Cool. Yeah, we'll do that. And I will move over here. And now I'm going to take, and Jake will follow. And I'm going to take a shot with my arrow. And
And I have some things that will happen if I hit. So let's see. Boom.
Fat Goro.
Yeah, exactly.
17?
17 hits.
Yeah, buddy. So Jake is gonna infuse that shit with his reaction, and I'm gonna level 2. Is it Hail of Thorns on that shit? Yes.
Hell yeah.
Hail of Thorns.
Well, if you bonus, I'm sorry. So your bonus action was the Hunter's
Oh,
Mark.
bonus is only level 1. Never mind. Yeah. So, but yeah, I'll Hail of Thorns it anyways.
Well, no. So the Hunter's Mark.
Oh
was
shit!
your
No,
bonus
sorry,
action.
because I did the Hunter's Mark. Never mind. That's cool.
Got it.
But I still got the D4 and the D6, so it's cool.
Exactly.
Okay, so let me do damage. Sorry, my sheet just froze for a minute.
Oh, good.
There we go. So this is Jake and that. And this is the bow and arrow. Damage.
Cool. And then
18 damage.
Yeah,
and then I'm
very
gonna take another shot at him.
go for it.
19.
That
yeah,
hits.
buddy. And that's this. Plus.
Mmm.
Ooh,
It's tasty.
14 more points. He's damage.
Nice. Oh yeah, the 12. I didn't see that. Very nice.
And Drake is gonna stay put and actually give me the help. Actually, nah, we'll move over next to Langston over here and give him the help action.
Okay. Yeah. So
Ooh.
if that will apply to something, then he shall do that. To Langston, you are up. Crick on deck.
Cool. So this gives me advantage on like would it give me advantage on like a spell attack?
Technically,
Or is it-
if it's you're targeting him, then or someone, he needs to be within 5 feet of the target. So he could help you with some sort of something else, but yeah.
Okay. Nuts. If he has to be within 5 feet. I'm not too sure what I could do to utilize that then.
That's all good.
How far is he from
Alright.
me? Hold on. I have to use my handy dandy ruler. 65. Okay. I will use my movement to get sort of here-ish. Oop, kind of in between everybody. And then, you know what? I'm gonna try something new. The orange giant. I am going to cast blindness on him.
Go for it.
And so he will have to do a DC 14 con saving throw.
Okay. So you go to try to blind him with some arcane powers momentarily, and you said what was the DC? 15?
14.
14, 13. All right. So he fails as this darkness kind of shrouds over. You see his eyes turn black. The pupil kind of spreads across. He seems to start wildly shaking around and screaming as he is blind currently.
Cool.
Is
So-
that a concentration spell?
It is not.
Okay,
It's literally just a cast. So he is now blinded. For the duration, yeah, literally at the end of each of its turns, it can repeat the save to end it, and then he just has to beat a DC 14.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, he's blind and has to roll for it at the end of each of his turns.
Hell yes.
That'll do, pig.
So you
Figured
guys see
he'll have
an easy
disadvantage.
target here, yeah, as he's blinded. Very nice.
Do I have a bonus action? Oh, bonus action. I'll ignite my spear for doing the radiance. Because it's once per day, and so figured we're gonna be in this back to back. Might as well get it going.
Love it.
That's fair.
As Crick behind you, you see the spear begin to illuminate. What do? Manto, you're on deck.
All right, so I see the other guy is gone, so I just hotwire it down to this one, and I'm gonna give him a pounding.
Hell yeah.
Just gonna let him have it. 1
22
deucey
hits.
deuce, and then the second one, That's a nat 20.
Nat 20 definitely hits.
All right. This is so 6 plus 8 plus another max damage would be 8. So 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22 damage.
Nice. And he has disadvantage on everyone but you.
Yep, everybody but me.
Crick
And
comes
I
running up
already
this
used-
little autognome, comes running up to this massive, hulking four-armed creature. You just see him, boom, boom, punch twice in the shins, and he's just convulsing in place here as the electric energy goes up his body. Amazing.
I'm just sitting there, just ready.
Incredible. Anything else for you?
That's it. All right, good on bonus.
Cool. Manto, you're up.
All right. So the one that's blind, do I have advantage on him, or does he have disadvantage on his attack rolls?
Yes.
All the above. Nice.
Both.
Everything above
Love
the
that.
legacy definition.
Beautiful. Okay. So with that being said, then, I'm just gonna pop out from this rock and blast at him with my revolver. Advantage.
Hell yeah. What's the range on the revolver?
40 to 120.
Okay, so since you're between the 40 and 120, it's a flat roll right now since you have the advantage. So up to
I
40.
always misread that.
Yeah, it's up to 40 is regular, and then between 40 and 120
Yeah.
is disadvantage.
Okay. All right.
You can run up closer to him though.
That yeah. That's what I will do then. Let's see. Does that get me within 40 though? It does not. Okay, that's fine. I will move up though, right around there. That gets me 60 feet from him. Yeah, and then I'll just psychic blast or psychic blade with advantage.
Hell yeah. Oof, 13 will miss. The psychic blade goes wide, kind of shaking, screaming.
He's got bless.
Oh, that's correct.
You do have bless.
More on that.
I do have bless.
How about that?
How about them apps?
15.
That will hit.
Yay!
Nice.
You blessed,
Alright.
boy.
And that'll be with sneak attack too.
Indeed.
So there's 8 plus 46, 14 damage.
Very nice.
Then bonus action, another psychic blade. Oh, hold on.
That'll
30,
hit.
20. Yeah,
Nice.
and 7 more damage.
Very nice. Poof, poof. 2 psychic blades hit him. Roar, he's grabbing his head with his 2 upper arms and just screaming as his 2 lower arms are flailing about trying to hit
And then I
whatever's
run back.
hitting him. Very nice. Anything else?
That is my turn.
Okay. Thrasher is up now as his lower arms are just thrashing all about. He's screaming out. And you just see him kind of just stomp out in the direction of where he saw the attack originally come from. Let's see.
Oh, he's so much faster than I thought.
Yep, so he has exactly 40 feet of movement speed. As his lower arms are sweeping around, he senses something nearby, and he immediately just starts wailing with his fist in your direction. These are all with disadvantage. 19. 27.
Okay.
17. And 19.
He has 4. Oh, can I silver rebarbs one of them?
Yeah, you certainly can. So let me
I'll just silver rebarbs one of them.
reroll 1. That's a 23.
Cool.
As he goes running up in this rage, just his arms flailing about, Langston gets caught up in that maelstrom of swings as you take
No.
24, 36,
He's
plus
down,
13
man.
is 49 points of damage. storms wrecking you left and right as the bless drops on everyone. Concentration is lost, and Langston goes down, and he's just beating his chest and screaming up to the air. And Warwick says, "That's not good. I'm not happy. I'm not having fun." He's loading up the musket and looks over at this creature who is just within his range. He's going to use his bonus action to steady aim and take these shots with advantage. Shoots the one, hits him with an 18, shoots the second one.
Didn't he have advantage already?
Correct. Yeah, so right. He didn't have to use that bonus. He doesn't have any
he has
bonus actions, but yeah.
Okay.
Hits him with both of these musket shots. Hit him in the shoulder both times. Does 6 on one and 7 on the other. 13 damage total. As this Brog is just screaming out. Oh, actually, I got to make a con save at the end of his turn too. 11 fails.
Still blinded.
Yes, still blinded.
I did one good thing before. Thank God. Guys.
And Warwick takes a couple shots at him and sees that they really don't do much at him. He's like, "Guys, we're gonna need a bigger boat." As now, little brother in here, Nasher, comes up to Crick, pounding his fist into the ground, and he goes up and starts pounding at Crick. 13. And of course, that's a flat roll too. All those other rolls were disadvantage. 24, 27, and 23.
Three hits.
All right. Crick takes. That's 27 plus 9 is 36 points of damage. As boo, 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 he ducks one of them, but it is visibly shaken up. He no longer has disadvantage on his other turns. And we'll run through one more quick round if you guys want to, and then we'll call it a night, unless you guys want to call it here.
Let's do one more.
Do one more.
All right, Rampu's up, and then Langston.
Hooray!
All right. Oh man, this is tough. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and move backwards this way, and have Jakey right by me. And I'm gonna take a shot at the orange one again.
All right. Will someone roll a D8 for me real quick, please?
No.
I can do it.
All right.
I mean, Langston gets up
5.
miraculously.
Ooh.
Yep.
Okay. All right. You can continue your turn, but as you are about to progress forward, you see the massive hole open up in the ground right behind where Thrasher is. Let me make a filled one, actually. And don't know where you're standing, you don't know what's over there, but you just see the earth cave in right there. And it's your turn, Rampo.
Alright, I'm going to take a shot at the orange boy. 17, which I believe hits.
Oh, for sure.
Okay, so
You
now...
have advantage if you want to
I'll do
use
that just to see if it's a nat 20.
There you go. Okay.
Okay. Well, this time I will infuse it and use the Hellthorns as my bonus action.
Okay.
So we got this plus this and this. So that's 11 plus
Have to make a dex save.
4. Yep, dex 13. Ah, god damn it.
Wow, you did it again. All right. 11. So I
Bullshit.
take 2 damage.
Well, at least you take it.
I won't say that Langston takes the damage, although he should with this. I'll say that because he's so big, it's focused on just.
Yes,
him.
can it hit him in the head for the 10 feet?
Exactly.
It doesn't get all the way down to me.
Exactly.
Thank you.
I'm going to take my second shot at him.
All right.
How's he looking, by the way? How hurt?
Oh yeah, he's bloodied. For sure. He's pretty fucking beat up.
Beautiful. take another shot at him.
Still blinded and swinging around wildly.
19.
And you roll it again?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And that...
Okay, cool. 19's good. 10
is-
damage.
So that's 10 plus my d6. It's 12 damage.
Very nice.
And he's like pretty bloodied up, you said, so
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
gonna
for
send
sure.
Jake! Get him! Sure, he can reach. Yep, he just can. So he's gonna go on over there. Give him a chump.
Alright.
Alright. Bite. That is
Uh,
damage, but
yeah, that's
but if it hits,
well, yeah, I see bite to hit 23 right above that. Right?
13. Oh yeah, it is right there. 23.
Yeah, that hits.
Yeah, 12 damage.
12 damage, nice.
Yeah.
12 damage. Oh yeah, he gets bit by Jake right here, grabbed onto his ankle. Actually, Jake can roll it one more time with advantage just in case. But locked onto him, you feel this fiery energy kind of scold up the back of his calf, and he looks like he's about to collapse.
Just in case. Ooh, so close.
Okay. Yeah, Langston. Alright, Langston, you are up now. As the darkness begins to envelop around you, getting closer and closer in. Before you go ahead and make your roll, make sure you set the roll, if you can, on the top to roll it to just the DM, and actually give us a quick little memory that Langston maybe has real in his mind as he's in this unconscious state.
Langston is definitely just thinking about his mother, knowing everything he does now about the Astral Elves, and is thinking back to, like, watching her work in, like, the clothing shop, and how he really just kind of longs to see her again. And then in the memory, it turns into him just getting punched really fucking hard in the face. And then he's just like, oh, no! That brings him back to this in-between world right now.
Terrible. Alright, go ahead and roll a d20 and send it to just me.
You got it. Where the fuck? Oh, it's the very last one. Okay, just to you.
Alright. Actually, it popped up and then disappeared. Do you have it?
I do.
Okay, just keep it to yourself then. You send me a message, and Crick, you are up.
All right, so he's
on deck.
down. Crick sees him down, and he is just freaking out. So he's running up. He leaves. He can take the opportunity attack. That's fine.
Oh, hold on. Langston, as you had this memory of your mother, and then the impending doom of this massive giant pounding you into the sand, you get this flash in your mind from your deity, Coron, and yeah, not that kind of flash. And you instantly, your eyes go wide as you pop back up with this bit of energy. And Langston, you are back up with 1 hit point as Coralon decides it's not your time quite yet.
Woo!
Incredible.
I was hoping, and prayer was answered. So I'm still this. Wait, if he's blind, would he know if I'm running away to take an opportunity attack?
That's the end of your turn. Regardless, yeah.
Well,
But
never mind then.
still
So I just
awesome.
stand up, ready, or I wake up and tilt my head up, ready to go, and I'm just like, did I die?
Did I die?
Dazed and confused, Crick, you are up.
All right, so with that, I am going to. I'm gonna bring out Big Jim, cast Blur on myself, and I still see him. I still see Langston very hurt, so I'm still gonna kind of run back over to the orange one, so he can take an opportunity attack. Disadvantage.
13.
That's a miss. And then I'm just sitting here next to Mr. Orange with my blur going on.
Okay. Anything else?
That's action. I'll burn another bonus action for defensive matrix.
The little nanobots are crawling over Crick's skin, repairing him. And Manto, you are up.
All right. Yeah. So right where I'm
Oh, he's no longer
standing.
blinded.
Oh, did he pass?
Well, because you went down.
Wait, what?
Oh, that's right. It's not
giant?
concentration. That's right. Okay.
No, I was gonna say the only thing I had was bless. He's
That's
blinded. He
right,
has to
that's
pass his
right.
check.
All right.
I have my revolver in my hand, and I'm alright. Time to end this person. A little sidearm pew pew.
Let's do it.
Ah, fuck you. 10.
That's gonna miss. Goes wide. Jake kind of looks at you with a side eye, almost hitting him. And you remember Crux's voice in your head. Don't suck.
All right. Well, do I get?
No, you.
Do I get 2 shots? with
Nah, as a
revolver, or
rogue,
just-
you only get 1 attack as an action.
Yeah, I thought so. All right. Well then, bonus action. I will. I will just hide
All
behind
right.
this rock,
Make a stealth check.
and I pass.
Nice. Okay.
And my turn.
And your turn. As this massive brog, this is what these creatures are.
Oh wait,
What's up?
there. Oh, I,
The Thrasher still swinging his arms about. Langston, you can add 1 to your hit point total.
Oh, that's right.
I'm going to roll
I
a
do.
d4, starting at Jacob 1, Crick 2, Langston 3, and 4. We'll see what happens. So 2 is Crick. 1, 3. Because he's just swinging around wildly right now. So the first hit goes to Crick. Second one will go to Jake. So that's a 17 on Crick will miss.
Misses.
Jake will with a 15.
Let me check. He's 17.
All right, and then on Langston, 15,
15 will miss.
and then
Yeah, boys!
12.
I live.
Swinging around, just going wild, trying to hit something. Each one of you guys
That's
ducking underneath of this somehow. Warwick is up. He's like, "Stay still!" As he's yelling to you guys to not move at all. He takes his musket out and fires it. 25. Smack dab hits this giant right in the center of his face. As blood splatters, you see his nose just explode, and he goes flying backwards. And Warwick lets out a big cheer then, and he looks over at the other one. He's a little bit too far for him, so he lets out a shot with disadvantage. Deadeye. He's just standing in place, lines it up, and hits the other one. Whoops, sorry, didn't mean to click that button, but he still rolled another 19. Does 16 points of damage on this one as he hits him again right in the center of mass, and he blows the smoke off the end of his musket. Like, that's how it's done. And the Brog down here just freaking out now. The crowd's still going louder and louder, and each time they seem to get louder, he seems to get a little bit more manic. He goes running on up to Crick in this crazy manner, seeing double, triple, quadruple. He just swings, and he doesn't know what else to do. 9, or nat 1.
I'll warding flare one of these if one of them hits.
Alright, 13, 10, and 16. Goes wild, trying to smash into the ground. It's like whack-a-mole. He's trying to pound into it. One appears there and then disappears and appears right next to it. He lifts up his fist where one should have been. It's not there anymore. He goes and tries to slam down the next spot, and continuously over and over again, he just misses. And the Hadozi swinging on the vines from up top. Ladies and gentlemen, we got ourselves a hell of a fight here. Let's see what'll happen next. And that's where we'll pick it up the next time we get together.
Woo! I met God, everybody. I met God again, and this one hurt.
Not much of a vision on this one.
No, we need to do something about that.
This is fight number 1, ladies and gentlemen. All right.
Fuck.
Thank you guys for playing. It's good to be back. Anything before we close it off for the night?
That was great.
This is so much fun.
Cool.
Let's rock it.
Catch you guys next
Excited.
week. Have a great night. Take it easy, everyone, and look out for those goblins under the stairs. Catch you next time.
Later, gators.